follow Manchester Airport, setting off on my little solo van life trip to Mallorca. Okay, I've just arrived. I'm on my way to go and pick the van up. It's a little bit grey, it's trying to rain a little bit, but this is my first glimpse of the beach and my first glimpse of the sea. So I feel like this has to be recorded. The flight arrived pretty late. I was gonna go and get an acai bowl actually, but the place was closed and there's not really enough time to do anything else. So I'm just chilling, waiting to pick the van up. But you know, there's much worse places to wait to pick up a van than in the shade of a gnarled oak tree, right? My ride is here! Alright, I have my van! They did it themselves and it is so gorgeous, like they've thought of everything. So I am in Palma at the moment. I'm going to drive south to Cala Pi for a bit of a swim. And then I'm going to head over to Sant'Agni to spend the night and have some dinner. So yeah, very excited. Okay, that's my first drive done. I've driven down to Cala Pi. I'm going to go and get a dunk in the sea while the sun's still high in the sky, and then I will give you a tour of the van when I get back. Random path. Wow, another stunning view. Casual yachts going past. Oh, I'm annoyed I've put my flip-flops on. I am going to go down, but I'm going to have to be very careful. That's where I'm heading. Okay, stunning. I'm still having to be super careful, but it has at least turned into a little bit of a trail now. Oh, or it had. Oh yeah, there's a path through there. I feel like I'm at the edge of the world here. And there is the Cala Pi Tower. Here is Cala Pi. It's so turquoise. I found the path going down to the actual cove. It looks so nice down there. I'm not gonna lie, it's quite cold, but it's so beautiful. I'm gonna have to get in. Okay, not as bad as I thought. Over to this, and there are stairs going up to it, but the tide's not quite high enough. But I don't know what it is. Maybe a boat launch. It's pretty cool though, carved into the rock. Okay, I've been in about 5 minutes now, and it was definitely a shock at first, but it feels amazing now. I just need to get over that initial getting my tummy cold. There she is. It's Fanta Lemon time. So I know I said I was going to give you a tour around the van, but I've just arrived in my spot I'm going to stay in tonight, and I just need to show you the view. So the van is directly behind me, and this is my view. Wow, these rocks are so cool. What is going on? So this is my van. People that put it on Airbnb are the ones that have renovated it, and it is so well done inside. Like, it's beautiful. There's so much clever stuff. They've even got an Alexa that turns on all the lights, but unfortunately Alexa speaks Spanish, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to use her properly, but there are other ways of switching the lights on. My bed is currently up there, and you actually use a screwdriver to bring this down, so I will show you that when I get ready for bed later. There isn't really a bathroom, but this is a porta potty thing, and you can shower outside if you want to, but I'll probably just shower on the beach. And then this is the little driver's cabin. Cool, huh? Alright, I'm just about to get my bed ready with this. Just wait, this is so cool. Oh, wrong way. Right way. How cool! And that's my bed, ready to go. Finally found Cala Santagni. I don't know if you can see, but just ahead of us there's a grebe chilling on a rock, which is pretty cool. Good morning. I've just hiked along the coast to Santagni for some breakfast, and it was an absolutely beautiful hike, but it was a little bit hairy. I certainly wouldn't have taken my mum along that way. I might not even tell my mum about that hike. It was interesting. I wouldn't recommend anyone else on their own go along there. It was okay. There was a bit of climbing, scrambling, going through caves, so it was great fun, but upon reflection, let's just say I won't be going back that way. Just my van left now. I think I'm going to make a coffee, sit on the roof, eat some watermelon, and then get moving to my next destination, even though this is amazing. Okay, slight change of plan because I can't get the gas hob lit to make hot water for coffee. So, a little Coke Zero now and a coffee in the next town, but I'm on the roof terrace. How cool. And a last look at my amazing view for this camping spot. So I know I was on a quest to get coffee, but I just put in a dropped pin that the people who were renting me the van gave me, and it's brought me to the middle of nowhere, but an absolutely stunning middle of nowhere. So I guess coffee's gonna have to wait. Two ladies in another van have just given me a lighter, so yep, shows on the road. Nice refreshing cup of Nestle Bonka. One way to do it. Not me forgetting that snorkeling freaks me out a bit, and breathing through my mouth does, but every time I see people snorkeling, I'm like, oh, I want to do that. So this is for those times. As soon as I get over my initial panic about breathing underwater, that was amazing. You can tell that there's no predators around here because the fish were just totally unbothered by me, just swimming around like whatever, it's a human. Is it me or is this seaplane coming right for me? Oh no. Fly by. come to the end of my walking trail, and there is El Vano. I'm going to go and have a nap on that roof now. I'm definitely feeling more confident driving this van. It is a big lump of vehicle, but I've just had to reverse out from that Cala where I was just parked for about 500 meters, and that definitely put my confidence driving this vehicle to the test, shall we say. I've just parked up at Cala Romantica. It's much bigger than the other Calas I've been to so far, and it's much more commercial, or it feels it. There's just like supermarkets and restaurants, lots of families here, but the water is absolutely stunning, like the nicest Cala water I've seen yet. So if I don't get in tonight, I will definitely be getting in tomorrow morning. I can see the spot over there where everybody gets their Insta pics, and in fact someone is there getting some Insta pics now, and it doesn't really look all that. It's just some stairs, but you know, I'm gonna go over there and get some Insta pics. There it is. There's the spot. I've started following a path. I don't know where this goes, but this is my third walk of the day, so I think I'm just gonna get to that point and turn around and go back. Now I'm up here, it feels like a storm is coming. But I would say that little walk was worth it, because even with those angry clouds, the view is mega. The Park for Night app says if you get the first spot in on the beach car park at Cala Romantica, you get an incredible beach view. And look what I have gone and snagged. Good morning from my little home on wheels. I did not have the best sleep last night because I managed to park next to a bar. So the music was loud till about midnight. How dare they be having fun while I try to sleep. But I did wake up in time for sunrise. Unfortunately it was raining and it was quite chilly, so I didn't get up for a swim, but I did get that quick video that you just saw. The sky was beautiful. I'm just having a spot of breakfast. I'm gonna have a quick dip in that gorgeous turquoise water. Then I think I'm gonna head over to the west side of the island today. I'm gonna go to a market on the way over, and then gonna go over to some of the towns on the west. So beautiful sunsets on the way. Every time I get in, I'm like, do I really want to do this? It does feel really cold. This is Sineu market, which is said to be the most traditional market left in Mallorca, although I've seen a couple of the markets claim that, so take from that what you will. I wasn't hugely impressed with the main market. It felt like a lot of mass-produced stuff. It's been a while since I've been to a market like this. It does feel like it's changed. Maybe it's always been like this and we've just not been as conscious because we've not had things like Shein or Temu for that long, or maybe this is just the way that they can make their margins now. I carried on walking up. Sineu is a quite nice little town, and I found a food market, and I love a food market. The fruit looked delicious. If I lived around here, I'll be coming here for my produce all the time. And I even found a little spot where I could see some swallows flying around, which was really beautiful. Just as I was leaving the town, I got a glimpse of the mountains, which look absolutely incredible. I'm not allowed to go in the mountains with this van, unfortunately, but maybe I'll come back one day. It does make me smile to walk up to this van. What a cool dude it is. Finished walking around Sineu. Just sat having a little Coke Zero using the toilet as a table. I keep doing this. I don't know how sanitary it is, but whatever. My time in Sineu was fine, but it's made me reconsider my plans a little bit. I was going to go into another town this afternoon, but I think I'm done with civilization for the day. So I'm going to carry on a little bit further south than I was originally and find a really nice cala to hang around in again. And there's a restaurant I'd like to go to tonight called Olivio. So I'll be in a cala nearish there and stay in that cala overnight. On my drive over here, I was thinking about safety a little bit, and I think feeling safe is a really subjective thing to say, but I have felt safe. However, I've done lots of things to make sure that I stay safe, and I've been quite diligent about doing these things. And it's just stuff like locking the van when I'm leaving it, even just for a few minutes, not getting complacent with leaving the doors open and things like that. So when I'm on the roof, I will close the big door and I'll lock it. I'm really lucky in that this van has also got an alarm on it as well. So it's set with an app. So it's really, really like mod con. And if the doors get tampered with, the alarm goes off. And even if I'm away, I'll get a notification on my phone. Not happened, thankfully, but I know there's that. Every time I've stopped, I've also sent my location to my other half, Chris, and my mum. I know they can't do anything back in the UK if anything did happen, but at least if something happened, they would have my last whereabouts. Finally, I've been keeping myself to myself. I've not really spoken to anyone at all, but if anyone did ask, I would say something like, oh, my husband's in town, or my husband's just gone to the shop. I shouldn't be telling anyone that I'm traveling alone. I did slip up a little bit yesterday. There were two really nice German girls that I was speaking to who gave me a lighter for the hob, and they asked me if I was traveling alone. I said yes, and I know we're more likely to trust two girls than two guys or whatever, but I don't know them at all. I don't know who they're connected to, who they might mention to. There's a girl traveling alone in a van, so I must be conscious of that and careful. But other than that, Mallorca generally feels very safe. The roads are really nice. People are driving faster than me, and that's fine. I've just been slowing down and letting them overtake. I wouldn't say driving this particular van should be your first experience of either driving a van or driving on the other side of the road, but it's been a really nice drive considering how old the van is and how big it is as well, really. Did I just say I'm not supposed to come to the mountains? Because I think I'm in the mountains. I think it's mountains light because there was an entire TUI enormous coach behind me, so I'm not worried. But I drove here half with my heart in my mouth and half absolutely blown away by the scenery. It was gorgeous. But I'm glad I didn't go to Sola because that is further up into the mountains, and my plan was to go to Calas March tomorrow, which is also further in the mountains, so might have to rethink that one. So since my little speech on safety and how safe I've been feeling, things have been just a little bit chaotic. I ended up driving into the mountains, as you've seen. I parked up in where I am going to spend the night and paid for the parking, and there's supposed to be a really nice trail that leads from there that goes down towards a beautiful cove and an actual port, but that was closed, so decided to actually walk to Calas March. Ended up having to walk down quite a busy road for 10 to 15 minutes, which did not feel the safest, but I ended up hitting the most beautiful trail, walking through pine forests, past olive groves, and as you can see, I have made it to Calas March. I only have my table for an hour because it's reserved a little bit later, but it is absolutely one of the most stunning in the restaurant. So just waiting for my bread, olives and sangria to arrive. I am very excited. This is my view. Such a fun and beautiful cala as well. There's been people diving in, climbing on the rocks. I'm disappointed I'm not wearing my swimwear, but maybe I will make it down tomorrow for a little bit of a dip. After Cas Petrol March, I decided to go for a bit of a walk along the coast, which was gorgeous, but I ended up walking much further than I expected to because there was no place to come off. I wanted to carry on walking to Deià, and there's lots of trails around here, but then a lot of it is on road as well, so I ended up walking along a road for quite a long time. But the reward getting to Deià was next level because I guess it was a village. It was just the most beautiful village I've ever seen, with all the flowers. The whole place smelled of warm jasmine. I couldn't believe it, to be honest. So I tried to hail a taxi to get back to my van, but they were all just driving past me. One guy stopped and said he'd come back, but he didn't. So I just carried on walking along the road. It took me about 50 minutes to get back in time for sunset, which is the whole reason I parked my van here. And yeah, of course, the sunset was amazing. Good morning from somebody who had a bit of a bad tummy overnight. It's my own fault. I've had too much gluten the past few days, so I was playing with fire. It was a matter of time. So got to clean the toilet out now, but you know, I'm in an olive grove with a view of the Mediterranean, so I think there's worse places to clean a toilet out, right? If it's not immediately obvious, then I am not feeling at my most Fergalicious today. I'm going to head down towards Palma, not actually to Palma, but a place called Andratx, and I'll probably just have a chilled beach day, to be honest. I've done a lot of stomping about the past few days, so just need a bit of a chilled day. La potencia, la vitamina, amo! Coloco, hey Maria! Vitamina, potencia, Maria! Hello from a beach resort just west of Palma. I'm just eating my coconut that my guy just chopped up for me. I know I said I didn't really want to be around civilization, but with yesterday's chaos, last night's upset stomach, I just needed ease. So I'm just having a beach day. There's cafes and shops and stuff all around. The thing about civilization is it actually makes life a lot easier, doesn't it? Huge bonus for where I am is that restaurant Ileta is just in front of me, so I'm just drying off from a dip and I'm gonna go and grab my lunch there. Okay, this is the second time I've come to a hype restaurant, and other than people have been told it's fully booked, only to be sat on the best table. It is reserved, so I need to leave in like an hour, but still, being on your own has its perks. Even the trip to the toilets is just next level beautiful. Here we are. I've done very little today apart from lie on a beach, read the Matthew McConaughey book, which is really good, especially when you're on a trip like this. And I also did some snorkeling. I didn't take the GoPro with me for once, and I came across like some seagrass with some larger grey and yellow, like a school of fish, and they just let me swim around them. They let me swim on top of them for like 5 minutes, which was a really special moment. But that resort was okay, but I was just in a dirt parking lot. It wasn't really the vibe, to be honest. So I thought my last night I'd try and carry on a little bit further. I've just stopped off in quite a nice little resort to pick up an acai, which I'm still eating. And I thought, nope, this isn't it. I'm going to carry on a little bit further. And guys, I have found the spot. I've absolutely saved the best till last. It is so good. I've even managed to get the parking spot that literally overlooks the water. So yeah, beautiful one. I'm gonna get up tomorrow morning, have a bit of a swim because it comes straight out onto a little cove as well. And then it's time to drop the van off on a day in Palma. So I'm gonna finish my acai bowl and then I'll probably do some packing or something responsible like that. So just to make myself easier for tomorrow. Shop that's selling clothes, and no joke, this is the first time I've seen myself in the mirror since like Sunday, and it's Thursday right now. I look fine. So cold every day. So this is me about to set off on my final voyage back to drop the van off in Palma. I think this has actually been, on balance, my favourite place to stay. It's called Cala Blanca and it's near Costa de la Calma. And although it is beautiful, don't get me wrong, it is not as remotely beautiful as the East Coast was, but balancing facilities and access to the sea and everything, it's just been absolutely amazing. So I'm a little bit sad to leave, but I've had a really nice morning. I had a dip first thing and then had a nice breakfast, and then after packing I've just been sat in the sun, so can't really complain. But yeah, last journey, I'm gonna have a walk around Palma and then it's home time. For anyone wanting to know specifics, I used about half a tank of diesel driving around for 5 days, probably about an hour a day. And I've just filled the van back up before I hand it back, and it was about €35, so really not bad at all. Okay, now that's an olive tree. Okay, it's possible that I have overfaced myself a little bit with these base pastries, but that bakery was the main place I was looking forward to in Palma. So we have a cardamom bun, a coconut thing, cone. Coconut thing has fallen to bits and the pigeons absolutely love it. And a fresh raspberry Danish, which as much as I want to eat right now, I'm going to save for a little bit because I've just inhaled those other two things. They're amazing. I'm already a little bit tired of walking around Palma, or to be more accurate, I'm already tired of lugging my big bag around Palma. So I think from now until it's time to get the bus to the airport, I'm just going to sit and read in the sun. Funnily enough, I was actually thinking of staying in Palma in this week, so yeah, I think I made the right decision there. I can't believe this week is over. It's been so good. I don't think it's been life-changing. It's been life-affirming for sure, that I am strong and capable, you know, I can do hard things. And something else I've been thinking about this week has been my dad. My dad passed away just over 10 years ago now, and of course I do think about him a lot, but I really feel like he would have been so proud of me for what I've done this week. And not only that, he would have been really jealous, and he would have wanted to come on a trip like this. So it's nice to feel like I am doing things in his memory as well. I'm going to wrap this vlog up here. I think it's going to be a pretty monster one anyway, and I'm going to sit on the plane and edit it all. If you've enjoyed this video, I do post travel content on my channel, as well as lifestyle and also some gardening. So please do subscribe, and please make sure to like this video as well. It really does give me a boost when people like videos and when they watch them. So peace out, until next time.